Hello and welcome to my video. Hope all of you are doing well. Today a little bit about covers and postal cards. So let's get started. Great Britain, 4 pence, plate 9, issue of 1865, used in Malta in 1867. As forerunner stamp on sadly a partial cover or large piece. Ah, yes, nice postal markings, a good stamp condition, everything decent except the condition of the cover itself. Very unfortunate, but what can we do? And no complaints because this item was in a dealer's $1 cover box. So I don't mind. And again, Great Britain, issue of 1876. A good high catalog value cover, but in horrible, not too desirable condition. Also found in a dealer's $1 cover box. Actually, the stamps, yeah, very smudgy, unidentifiable cancels. Um, yeah, they do have still a high catalog value, totaling about $245. So quite a lot of catalog value. Also, some nice postal markings on the back of the cover. And at that time, it was mailed to the USA Washington Territory. Yes, at that time, Washington State was still a territory and not a state yet. So, actually, a good postal history cover. Yeah, well, anyways, too bad the condition, but still nice to keep. And Ireland, issue of 1960 on a first flight cover to the USA. The two US stamps are not valid for postage in Ireland and therefore of no use on this cover. The Irish stamp itself, just used, I believe, was around $12 catalog value. So, not a bad thing. This one too was a $1 cover box deal. These were a little bit more. These were at an online auction. Uh, Japan, and why might the right postal card be perhaps of more interest? A regular stamp issue of Japan used in Taiwan in 1909. Why Taiwan? Because look at the postmark. It has horizontal grid marks, whereas the domestic postcard in Japan has a vertical grid lines. So that's something to look for. It can determine whether used domestically or, in this case, China, Taiwan, to be specific. Also, the postcard kind of indicates that, although it is not a proof of that, because you can buy a postcard in some other country and then still mail it in your own country. So, but anyways, it does fit together in this case. Germany, an imperial post office seal, this one right here, the blue one, of 1909, used on a message card, a postal message card, to a customer. And the message reads something like, the stamps on some of your mail were not affixed high enough and therefore not canceled by the cancel machine and had to be sorted out and canceled by hand. This could cause delays in getting your mail out. For your own interest, please affix the stamps properly. Ah, quite an interesting item. First time I ever run into that. Yeah. Never know what shows up. Germany, an uprated registered postal stationery of 1906. Registered postcards, not as common. Some earlier registered labels can be pricey, but it does take a specialized catalog that breaks down values of registration labels. I unfortunately do not have that. Germany, postal stationery of 1939, formerly a Danzig issue, but with the overprint now German Reich or German Empire after Danzig's reintegration. Unused value of 2003 catalog is $50. So quite a nice item in very nice condition. In Germany, this postcard of 1933 is referred to as perforated. Postcard perforation at top and bottom, as you can see here, and the enlargement show a little bit clearer. The catalog value is about $55, but the non-perforated, much more common version is only around $8. So quite a difference, and this holds true for nearly all perforated postal stationery cards that they are of usually substantially more value. And Germany postcards with attached reply card are also usually of better catalog value. In this case, this item catalogs around $75. So not bad. And Germany again. This item was prepared and printed in Vienna for 1 October 1939, but was never issued. After the war, some cards ended in the wrong hands and consequently ended up in the stamp market. This card is only known mint, and it catalogs about $40, and it signifies 70 years of postcards, 1 October 1869 through 1 October 1939, when it was actually supposed to be issued but was not. So, anyways, for an unissued item as such, the price is actually not too much. But then again, no one really knows how many of these were distributed out in the stamp market. And Germany, a 1934 Nuremberg event postcard. Average retail on these type of cards runs around $30 and oftentimes substantially more. And also being postally used, going through the regular mail, would add actually value to this. And in this case, I would say it probably is more than just the $30 from what I've experienced in past years. And here another similar example as before for the same 1934 event. All in actually very nice condition. And having gone through the mail, um, that's pretty good because normally it shows little wear or even tear when postcards do go through the mail, especially in certain times. And Germany, a 1953 airmail cover to the USA in multiple franking, meaning two identical stamps on cover, which would catalog in this case $450, plus one additional as used value of $75, making the full catalog value of the cover to $525. Quite a big amount for such a modern cover. The high value in this case of the semi-postal set of issued of four values is a good stamp by itself. And in single franking, that stamp would have a catalog value of $200, just one on cover, mostly used. If it was one stamp plus some other denominations, in other words, mixed franking, if that was the highest stamp on the cover, that cover would run around $100. So here we are with single franking, multiple franking, and mixed franking. And you can see values do differ, sometimes substantially, in this case anyways. Well, I hope you enjoyed a little of my video, and I thank you so very much for watching. Well, as we can see, postcards, covers, frankings, pictures on postcards, all this plays a role in establishing actual value. So I wish all of you best of success and above all, good health. My channel, Stamp Space, My Fun Things.